Yeah. Um, June 25th. Um, House of Dragon, season 3, episode 1. Man. Okay. So basically, there's some gonna be a little bit of spoilers. I'm just gonna let you know. Queen Venera. Um, so obviously, Allison made that deal with her in the last season for her to try to, sneak in the throne. Um, to, distract, her son Aemon, and while King Aegon is burned to a crisp. Um, so Rhaenyra's plans is to, enter King's Landing. Um, Her son Jacaerys, or Jace, he doesn't believe it. So there's a huge battle of Gallant, um, with the ships. King Corlys and then his son. They're fighting fiercely in the battle. Also, Daemon is fighting on the field, and a likely ally in the Starks is helping the Targaryens, which is crazy. Um, Alicent, she speak to Aemon, um, trying to see where he's at and everything, and obviously there was a kiss scene, and he kissed his mother passionately, which not too much because I've known this series has had a lot of incest, um, which was a shock to her. The actress Olivia Cook, her eyes is always wide open about certain things, and that was one of them. Um, so Aemon is not leaving. He's on the Iron Throne, even though he knows his brother is possibly dead, or he could care less. Which Aegon isn't dead, is actually held captive, um, by some men, Rhaenyra's men, who was gonna kill him, but his very trusted right hand has told him, no, we're brothers, as captives, served up to Queen Rhaenyra than being killed. Because Aegon said he's not bending the knee for her. He's the king. Um, so we have that battle, right? The Battle of Gala is just a tremendous battle, and Rhaenyra, Queen, she wants to go, but Jace told one of the Queen's guards he has to lock her in the room as she was preparing. He just said, "No, Mom, you're going to die," and he locked her in the room, and she's going through the motions with it, trying to get out, and so Jace is gonna go, um, gonna ride this dragon to the fight, and recruits Baylor. She's his cousin, and she has Moon Dancer, and he, they go to the fight. But early on, um, Baylor's younger sister, Reyna, from she's trying to find a dragon. She can't find a dragon, so she gets Sheep Stealer, which is a wild dragon, and they told them that this dragon can't be tamed. She finds him. She tries. She sings the songs and sings the Valerian songs and things. He finally lets her ride, right? After he gave her some food. So obviously, with dragons, you have to have that bond, and there's got to be trust, and you have to ride. And there's a lot of experience in doing that. Just absolutely no experience. So she rides Sheep Stealer in the Battle of Gallon, burn enemies and allies alive crisp. Sheep Stealer sees Moon Dancer, you know, as well as you know Jace and his you know you know Jace and his dragon, um, and Vernas, and in doing so, it's causing conflicts because you know Vermis gets hit with got hit with one of the ships when they was shooting the arrow, hit Vermis. Moon and Bela, she's like the MVP. She comes in, she saves. She's doing so much, but Sheep Stealer is continuously getting in the way. Sheep Stealer is trying to seize the other two dragons and immediately goes and fights and doing certain things, and and Raina's trying to tell him like no, evade. He's not listening to her because he's wild, and she's really effing everything up basically, and this happens, and Vermis gets distracted and gets hit with a hit, and Bela is trying to get Moon Dancer to have thing Sheep Stealer away from the battle, which he does. But Vermis and Jace gets hit. They're in the water. Vermis is in bad shape. Sinks. Jace can't get himself out, and when he does, he gets shot with arrows, and he's dead. The kid, yes, the heir to the throne, Queen Rhaenyra's oldest son. There's gonna be hell to pay. That's all I know. On a lot of sides. Son didn't listen. It's so much treason and treachery. It's a lot. This is a really great episode. Um, Also, I watched Joe College Road Trip. Tyler Perry with Medea, Joe, and it's the character Joe takes his grandson on a college trip to give him black education and everything else like that. It's fine. I give it like I give it a 5. It's okay. I mean, Joe is funny. He says certain things. It's crazy, but it's understandable. It's more of a teachable moment movie, but it's fine. But that's all I have. All right, I'm out.